squad? MizzyWorld here, back to present Topic Tuesday. And this week, I'm presenting the winner from last week's Topic Tuesday polls. And I believe the winner was topic number 2. But since it was like a week long, I really don't remember if it was topic number 1 or topic number 2. Just know I know what the winning topic is. And we're going to say it was topic number 2. And with the win, topic number 2 was, is it okay to hang with or have single friends while in a relationship, and how single friends can or can't affect the relationship? You dig what I'm saying? So I'm gonna attack the first part first, then of course y'all know I'm gonna attack the second part. So the first thing that I want to say is, yes, so it's okay to have and hang with your single friends while in a relationship. I just, for one, because I feel as though you or their relationship status shouldn't change your relationship. Point blank, period. At the end of the day, just because now you have a dude or you may have a chick now, that doesn't change our relationship. Or at least it shouldn't at the end of the day. And the next thing is trust. At the end of the day, like what other reason would you not want, or what other reason would your partner say, no, you can't have single friends other than them not having trust in you? And lastly, you can cheat with your friends that are in relationships. If I'm not mistaken, on Baby Boy, wasn't Jody and Nut in relationships? Both them niggas went to the strip club, both cheated on a bitch. So just because they go out with their friend that's in a relationship opposed to going out with their single friend doesn't mean that they're going out to do some wholesome shit, or they ain't going out and about to get some cheeks, or they ain't about to go out and gun some dick down. It don't mean none of that. You dig what I'm saying? So for me, the question is yes, simply because you can do anything you want with or without your single friend. And there should be trust in a relationship. And simply because that was your friend from the beginning. So why would it change now just because you got into a relationship? But I got a little twist for y'all, like a little curveball for y'all. I got a special guest coming on to give his take on this topic, and that is my co-writer and my cousin, Vern Knowledge. Let's hear what he has to say on the topic. Gang.
Now, personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with, hanging with your single friends, especially if they were your friends prior to you getting into a relationship. I do, however, think that there should be a limit to how much and how often you hang with those single friends. Because as your friends are single and they're going to do single things, and you're going to see them doing single things, you're going to be more tempted to do those single things as well. So I think limiting that, situation is best when you're in a relationship. Also, I think that the setting plays a major role as well. It's different when you go to a bar or a club opposed to going to like a restaurant or like a social day event where you can get into more trouble, in a club or bar type setting where there's tons of liquor and tons of, temptation and people of the opposite sex, attractive people of the opposite sex. So I do think, the setting in which you hang with those single friends are key to maintaining a faithful relationship.
Now, to bring it back, I want to touch on what Vern said a little bit. I love the aspect that you brought up of maybe not spending as much time with your single friends as you used to when you were single. And I feel as though that will happen naturally once you get into a relationship after a certain age, simply because once you hit an age of, let's say, 21 or older, you start having kids, you got bills, you got responsibilities, you got goals you want to achieve. Now your time with your friends dwindles in general, period, because you have jobs, you have bills to take care of, you got a responsibility, and you may be just networking and gaining more friends in general, so you may not see that friend or this friend from time to time simply because of the stuff that you have on your plate. Now to add that you're in a relationship, now that free time that you do have isn't just about what you want to do, it's kind of more so about what y'all want to do. That's why when y'all do get into that relationship, y'all spend more time with your other friends that are in relationships, because when y'all go out, if y'all not going out by yourselves, y'all going to go out with other couples. Y'all going to spend y'all downtime with other couples, you feel what I'm saying? Or y'all gonna try to hook up y'all single friends to come together and be a couple. So I feel as though the time being cut down between you and your single friend is going to happen naturally, simply because you just won't have the time to fit them in anymore. You dig what I'm saying? That's the first thing that I want to say. And the second thing that I want to say is that I love the aspect that you brought up of the situation and the setting that you may be going out with your single friend. It's a different situation when maybe y'all business partners and y'all always link up trying to create a plan to make the business better or how to make the business grow, or y'all just linking together for business reasons even though y'all are friends, versus y'all going out to the club every weekend. Now that to me is just a clear sign that you don't want to be in a relationship, whether if you're going out by yourself to the club or the bar every weekend, or if you're going out with your single friend to the bar or the club every weekend, or if you're going out with your friend that's in a relationship to a bar or a club every weekend. That's just a sign that you don't want to be in a relationship if you're spending all your free and downtime away from your partner. That's just my opinion. But we about to move on to the second part of the question. Let's see what Vern Knowledge has to say about, can it affect the relationship? Gang.
Now, I don't think it could affect one's relationship unless you allow it to, right? If you allow the temptation of, being around your single friend and seeing them do single things and partaking in single activities affect you, then one, you don't need to be going out and hanging with your single friends, or two, quite frankly, you don't need to be in a relationship. It always mind boggles me when people cheat, because it's like you also have the option of being single, right? A relationship is a choice, you can choose to be. We choose to be with the people we choose to be with. I don't see why people choose to be with someone or choose to be in a relationship, a committed relationship, when their intentions are otherwise, right? Personally, I think people like the idea of being in a relationship opposed to actually being in the relationship and actually working on the relationship, working towards, a good relationship and maintaining a loyal, faithful relationship. A relationship is simply a two-way street. It's one person giving 100% of themselves and the other person giving 100% of themselves. Not 50, it's 50-50. You give me 50%, I'll give you more 50%, and that equals 100. No, you give me 100, I give you 100. That's how a relationship is going to work. A lot of people, they try to find happiness with someone else when they're not even happy with themselves. If you need someone else to make you happy, to fulfill your happiness, then you'll never be truly happy, because if you can't be happy alone, you'll never find happiness with someone else. And that's just my opinion.
Now to bring it back and touch and add on to what Vern said a little bit, I do believe if you let it affect your relationship in a negative manner, it was because of you and your partner allowing it to affect your relationship in a negative manner for two different reasons. Reason number one, if you as the friend of the person that's always going out with a single friend or just has the single friends all the time, if you allow that lifestyle to create envy in you or create lust in you and you happen to slip up, that could clearly affect your relationship in a negative manner. But that's upon you for first off, like Vern said, put yourself in that situation and allowing yourself to become lustful and envious. And it's on you for just falling for the trap. You can become lustful, you can become envious, but you don't have to act on those feelings. You dig what I'm saying? Reason number two is if your partner just simply doesn't trust you with your single friend. If your partner simply doesn't trust your single friend, or if your partner simply just doesn't trust you, it can have a negative impact on your relationship. If you go out with your single friend here or there, but every time you go out, you get accused of doing this or doing that, yeah, it's going to have a negative impact on your relationship regardless. You being accused of things that you haven't done, or just being accused of things that they have no proof of you doing, could always have a negative effect on a relationship. But I want to bring up this aspect. It could have a very positive effect on your relationship simply if that single friend is a great balance to your life. I feel as though you always have to have balance. You dig what I'm saying? So if that single friend isn't single because they just want to be out here fucking everything and they don't believe in being with one person, then that person could also be your balance of when you're going through the hard times with your partner. That could be the person that's saying, no, it ain't shit out here in the single life. People bullshitting, people using you. It's nothing good out here in the single life. It could also be that person that really is your rock when, say, if the relationship does fall apart or y'all do happen to break up. That single friend is going to be the one that's there and always available for you to talk to and be a shoulder to cry on, or just someone to listen to you vent. You did what I'm saying? And it could also, like I said, be kind of like a reflection of what the single life could be if that's the route that you chose. You did what I'm saying? So, and if you don't have that playboy or that whore, just straight whore ass single friend, then you just gonna look at it like, damn, the single life ain't this, that, and the third. And at the end of the day, you have a rock. You feel what I'm saying? And as long as you have that balance and your single friend is maintaining that balance regardless and not trying to shift the balance of power of you just sticking in a relationship or you going single, then that single friend could be just as positive as any of the other friends that you maintain to have around you. You dig what I'm saying? But the last thing that I want to say is I definitely feel you on the aspect of a relationship, and it's 100% and 100%, not 50 from one side and 50 from the other side and combine it for 100%. It's 100 and 100. You dig what I'm saying? That's why when you're a couple, y'all got 200%, because one person gives 100, the next person gives 100, and y'all combine those efforts. You did what I'm saying, to make a long lasting, healthy, happy relationship and possibly even build towards a marriage. You did what I'm saying? But that's my take on MizzyWorld Topic Tuesday of, is it okay to hang and have single friends while in a relationship? And how could having single friends affect the relationship? Vern, I appreciate you coming on. Very insightful, very intelligent as usual. Follow my cousin at Vern Knowledge. Of course, his shit is going to be on the video. You did what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think of the new format. Let me know what y'all thought about Vern and his take on Topic Tuesday. Let me know what y'all think, of course, of what I said for Topic Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. MizzyWorld Topic Tuesday. Gang!
So, that's where I'm at with it. That's my opinion. Topic Tuesday, MizzyWorld, Vern Knowledge. Follow me on the gram, Vern_Knowledge. Just like that. Holla at y'all.